Hear ye, hear ye. Join us for another rousing episode of Books and Banter.
Historical edition. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Books and Banter. My name is Coral.
I'm Jamie.
And today we are doing a little look back since it's the end of the year. We're going to look way back and do some historical fiction. So if you want to have some reflections before 2025, this is your chance to really look back into those historical days. So, Jamie, what is a historical book that you've recently read?
Okay, I read The Spectacular by Fiona Davis. So it's adult fiction, and it's about a woman named Marion. It's 1956, and Marion is 19 years old, and she's a dance teacher in New York. But then she gets fired. So she decides to go on an open call for auditions to be a Rockette.
Ooh.
And she makes it. So her father and her boyfriend, of course, disapprove, but Marion decides to follow her dream, and she joins the Rockettes. But at the same time, there is as she's trying to make a name for herself.
Mm-hmm.
There are a series of bombings happening in the city, and when the theater is targeted, and Marion she's personally affected by one of the bombs. So she also saw a glimpse of the perpetrator. So she gives the police a description, and then she teams up with a doctor to kind of do some amateur sleuthing of her own. And so Fiona Davis is kind of known for like her books being set around like an iconic New York City landmark.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the author's note of this book, she said that whenever she goes into like trying to choose a building, once she's chosen it, then she kind of looks into the building's history to see if she can find some kind of event that she can have a hook to like craft a good story.
Mm-hmm.
And so for this one, she said she was surprised to find out that in the 40s and 50s, there were a series of bombings in New York, and a man was arrested for it. And I had no idea either. And I was a history major, and I'd never heard of this.
I hadn't heard of it either.
But yeah, but I appreciate that I learned something from this. I really enjoyed the family dynamics of the story. So Marion pretty much only has like her dad and her sister, and she has complicated relationships with both of them. But I think she was a spunky character, and I really liked that she decided to like forge her own path, and instead of trying to do like what society and her family expects her to do. And I learned a lot about the Rockettes. I mean, Davis did interview a number of former Rockettes, so you get it. She took some liberties, but you kind of get a general idea of like what it was like to be a Rockette and how hard they worked. So, but yeah, that was The Spectacular.
Wow. And I went a little further back to 69 AD, Roman Empire, and I read Daughters of Rome by Kate Quinn. Now, Kate Quinn is really known for her World War II era works, but I really enjoy her series about ancient Rome and about the women who lived in ancient Rome. So Daughters of Rome is part of the Empress of Rome series, and it follows two sisters, Cornelia, who she's ambitious, she wants to be the perfect Roman wife, and she really wants her husband to become emperor one day. And then it follows Marcella. Marcella is more interested in kind of just witnessing history happen. She's not trying to become a key player. She's not, kind of forcing herself into the political situations that are happening, but yet she keeps getting tugged in. She cannot escape it. So it follows the two of them as well as their two cousins, kind of navigating 69 AD, which for people who know a lot about ancient Rome, that is the year of the four emperors. That was a bloody time to live in ancient Rome. A lot of political things going on. I've read the whole series. It's a great series. You also have Mistress of Rome, Empress of the Seven Hills, and Lady of the Eternal City. While they don't all follow the exact same characters, they kind of jump around, and side characters become main characters become side characters. There's a really interesting series about a time when maybe you don't know that much about how women lived their day-to-day lives. And this book is available on print, Hoopla e-audiobook, and a Libby ebook.
Okay, well, Coral's always showing me up because she does more research into how the available formats. I know that mine's available in print and on Libby in audio because I listen to it on audio, but I didn't look to see if it's available on Hoopla. So.
We'll link it down below.
Yeah. All right. But as always, just be mindful of the content of the books that you're reading. We have something for everybody here at the library, but what we pick for us and what we recommend, may not be for you, but, just be mindful of that. And thanks for joining us today on another episode of Books and Banter, and we will see you next time.
Happy reading!